Hey, this is Ree here. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Om Krim Kalike Namaha. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my website, paradoxastrology.com. Book your consultation today. I can help you with anything. And if you would like more exclusive occult videos that I don't post on YouTube, consider subscribing to my Patreon. It also helps to support this channel. Okay, let's get into this video. This video is about the upcoming full moon, which will be happening on June 21st. And this is in Sagittarius, in Mula Nakshatra. Now, Sagittarius is all about the law, religion, dharma, justice, science. Mula Nakshatra is about getting to the root of things. This is the center or the innermost core of things. It's also healing through natural ways like Ayurveda, using roots to heal, or vaccines, which is actually not healing, using different poisons, and medicines. It's also about investigation, as this is ruled by Ketu, and this is investigation into the unknown. We're diving deep into the hidden realms, hidden motives, hidden themes of things, just like the roots, which is its symbol, which are hidden underground and away from sight. This may have us going into the past motives to get understanding and help us move forward. This pada is a balance between the material world and the spiritual world. This is also present as we have Ketu in Pisces in the 4th house, which is amplifying our innermost spirituality and spiritual nature. Sun, Venus, and Mercury combust in Ardara, which is the storm god. This is the teardrop which creates events of sorrow, but is ultimately a necessary process. These are stormy events that will occur, but afterwards there will be a renewal. This can create howling winds and water, chaos, and confusion. Ultimately, this is an unexpected change that needed to happen. This can also deal with accidents, health issues, employment, and resources. Dealing with foreign nations, religion, the government, leaders, and their partnerships, including matters of war. Many will be working hard at this time to accomplish a goal. This is the Sadhaktara, so the work will pay off in the end. Conflicts can arise in relationships, partnerships, which could be business or otherwise. This could be ego conflicts or challenges in your inner circle or with associates. This can be from vanity or arrogance. Some may be drunk on power and influence. Like I mentioned, we're getting to the core past issues that we may have been holding inside. This can also be due to further miscommunication or selfishness, but this is something that had to come out to be dealt with accordingly. For the world, these challenges are in foreign relations, matters of war, conflicts can escalate, especially because we have Saturn in the 3rd house aspecting Mars in the 5th. Communication or words can turn into anger or violence. This can affect trade with neighboring countries, the news, and the way we communicate, immigration, diplomats in foreign countries, and the mentality of the prime ministers and the presidents. Education is transforming, especially for children and women. And there is a type of conflict brewing in these areas that will come to the head at the end of the month, because Saturn will turn retrograde on the 29th. And then that day, it will be aspecting Mars very close to an exact aspect by the 3rd aspect. So the birth rate in many countries is very low. Mortality rate is going up. There is a conflict in the entertainment industry. Many will be blindsided by the news of something ending suddenly and unexpectedly. More outing of people in the music industry and the entertainment industry, as Saturn will be aspecting Mars in the 5th house from the 3rd. Mula Nakshatra is all about investigating into health matters. So with Jupiter in the 6th house, this can be a matter related to the past pandemic that emerges or previous health issues that we may have dealt with. This is the roots of all diseases. This can be investigating others' motives that led to information being leaked and can cause a storm, but that is necessary for us to heal ourselves. Ketu in the 10th, this is investigating those in government, presidents, prime ministers, celebrities, the royal family, anyone in a position of power in the world that influences the masses. This is in Hasta, so this can be the fate of the people. Looking into past trickery, deception, greedy businessmen, or manipulation. These affairs can have to do with the health industry, warlike matters, and accounting. This can also be the rulers looking into the fate of jobs, of laborers, those who work with their hands in relation to AI emerging and what cuts need to be made. A loss of workers from this major event, but also many will be turning towards spirituality. Rahu in the fourth can indicate a major weather disaster, including water. Venus is combustion ardora, so this may be felt by those who are Taurus or Libra natives and wherever that is in your chart. Mula Nakshatra is ruled by Kalima. It's all about cutting out and destroying things that have lost their value. For some, this can be relationships. For others, this could be workers. This could be those in the entertainment industry and broadcasting communications. Cutting our ego attachments, like Kalima cuts off the heads of demons. Mars is in Brahmani Nakshatra in the fifth house. This is the Shamtatara, which gives favorable results for the entertainment industry for some, those who have good karma. Children, education, the stock market, but we also must be cautious because this is a 12th house lord, so it can increase expenses or losses depending on your chart, especially because we have the Saturn aspect. In this position, it will get magnified if there are losses. So some may have to also travel overseas, for example, for education, and this could be more costly because they have to leave home. Saturn is in Nadhana Tara. So this is an ending. This is an unexpected death that may be sudden and traumatic. This can involve a weather disaster with high winds and can include transportation and travel. This ending could pertain to the means of communication. Karma must be played out that involves money, certain positions, and families. On the 29th, Saturn will turn retrograde in Purva Bhadrapada, which is the front legs of the funeral cot, which involves usually mass deaths or looking into or revising mass deaths. This is also highlighted by Rahu in Pisces in the fourth house, which can involve weather disasters like I explained, floods, etc., but also a lack of water, especially because we have Saturn, Rahu, Jupiter, Mars aspecting Scorpio. It's very rare to have all these planets, especially since the last new moon. There was almost 7 planets aspecting Scorpio. So, for example, in Canada, in Calgary, Alberta, there was an emergency because there was a leak in the pipes, the water pipes. And now the city is in a state of emergency because it's at risk of not having enough water. This happened right after the moon in Rohini when we had the 7 planets aspecting Scorpio. And I mentioned that this can be a disaster. These are very rare placements where everything is aspecting. So at the same time, the WEF was talking about water disasters. And if there was a disaster, that people would take climate change seriously. Very suspicious. But these are some examples of unexpected things that can occur with water. So it could be a reduction of water or too much water. Jupiter is in Kishmatara, so there could be sudden unexpected money that is acquired, material asset, bonus, or good luck that is obtained through hard work. This can also be in legal matters through research is possible, and this could be beneficial to the mother as well. Health matters can suddenly see sudden good results or resolutions. Rahu is in Atimitra Tara, so those close to you may have ulterior motives. And this could be friends or family members, as they may not be acting how they usually do. Beware possible scams, romance scams, thieves that may be getting to you emotionally. Government causing weather disasters as well with water. Now, the professions that this includes are shaman, medicine man, healers, doctors, people who administer poisons and vaccines, dentists, preachers, astrologers, detectives, anyone doing any kind of research activities, soldiers, public speakers, tantra, agoris, voodoo practitioners, black magic, nuclear physicists, mathematicians, mining, coal, petroleum, anyone dealing with roots and herbs, hitmen, soldiers, autopsies, bodyguards, wrestlers, homicide detectives, mass leaders like rock stars or rappers or people with great influence, and any professions involving destructive activities. So that's just a little bit about what I see coming up with this full moon, everything coming to a head. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next one.